Yo,
Yeah.
we back at it. Y'all know what time it is.
What's going on,
Back
guys?
with more major content. Ain't judging. We just saying.
Just saying.
But apparently, waking up early in the morning is rooted in white supremacy.
Please. Oh my gosh. Where are these people getting these thoughts and ideas?
Waking up early in the morning is rooted in white supremacy.
How? How? I mean, let me hear the rationale.
No,
it's got to be a reason.
No, this is an article.
I know that, but I'm saying it's got to be a reason as to why.
I want you to read this. Can you read this one?
And you know what? In my mind, I was here thinking, well, the slaves did have to get up early.
Child, please. That's a,
I was thinking.
yeah.
The slaves had to get up early.
Yeah, the whole notion.
Well, you're the one to be doing this audio thing.
The whole notion of somebody got in their mind and put this together. I don't care how they spin this article. This is the stupidest title I have probably heard in my life.
Let's see what the rationale and the ideology is.
Okay, go ahead and read this, baby.
Okay, so I can put these down there. The notion of waking up early and starting your day with the rising sun is often associated with productivity, success, and a strong work ethic. Correct. Mm-hmm. However, this seemingly innocuous concept is not without its historical and cultural implications. In this article, we will explore the origins of the early rising narrative and how it is rooted in white supremacy, contributing to the perpetuation of racial inequalities. Oh my gosh.
It seems like it's about to get stupid.
Okay. The origins of the early rising ideology. Let's hear it. The idea that waking up early leads to success and a disciplined life can be traced back to various historical and religious contexts. In the Western world, this belief has been strongly influenced by Protestantism and the Puritan work ethic, which emphasized hard work, diligence, and self-discipline as virtues. Okay? This work ethic has long been considered an essential component of the American dream and the idea that success can be achieved through dedication and effort. Okay. The intersection of early rising and white supremacy. The early rising ideology is not inherently racist. Well, of course not. However, its connections to white supremacy can be seen when examining the broader historical and social context. During the era of European colonialism and the Atlantic slave trade, I knew it. I knew they was talking about slavery. The concept of hard work and productivity became intertwined with race. But that's from a small perspective. I mean, I can see the shift, or I see where they're going with it, but not limited to that.
Keep reading.
Enslaved Africans were forced to work tirelessly from sunrise to sunset. Okay, so that was my thought. And their white oppressors often used the rhetoric of hard work and discipline to justify their inhumane treatment. Okay, it makes sense. This created a false narrative that Africans were inherently lazy and needed the civilizing influence of their white masters to teach them the value of work. This stereotype has persisted and continues to be perpetuated in various forms, such as the model minority myth, which suggests that certain racial and ethnic groups are inherently more disciplined and successful than others. The impact of the early rising narrative on racial inequality. The idea that waking up early is a sign of a superior work ethic and a key to success serves to reinforce racial inequalities in several ways. How?
What? Okay, now it's getting goofy. They was making a little point up there, but now it's like, okay, where we going?
I can see where the ideology came from.
Yeah, keep going.
The idea that waking up early is a sign of a superior work ethic and a key to success serves to reinforce racial inequalities in several ways. For one, it places the blame for economic disparities on the individual rather than acknowledging the systemic barriers that hinder the success of marginalized communities.
Here we go. There it is.
Police.
There we go. I knew that was coming.
Police.
It's not the person, it's the system why you can't make it.
That is so stupid.
You're a black man, so the system will not let you be
Yeah.
a multimillionaire like the rest of them,
I gotta read
all
that
these
sentence
multimillionaire
again.
black people that's out here.
It places the blame for economic disparities on the individual. Well, of course it should be, rather than acknowledging the systemic barriers that hinder the success of marginalized communities. This is crazy.
Keep going.
By promoting the notion that anyone can achieve success if they simply work hard and wake up early, it ignores the structural racism that has created and maintained these inequalities. This is false.
Stupid.
This is false. Because we know multimillionaires right now that have these work ethics and that didn't come from rich families. So this is that counter trumps this lie right here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So how are multimillionaires who weren't born into wealth, how did they do it? What is this saying? How did they achieve
Your waking
success?
up early is rooted in racism.
How did they achieve success working hard and waking up early? I mean, this is so stupid. Who wrote this?
Some dummy.
Where are the facts? This is a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Furthermore, the early rising narrative perpetuates the stereotype that people of color are lazy or lack discipline, which can have real-world consequences in areas such as employment and education. This stereotype can lead to discrimination in the workplace and contribute to the school-to-prison pipeline where students of color are disproportionately disciplined and pushed out of the education system. Go back up. Well, I'm glad people can think for themselves and hopefully be able to sift through this nonsense.
Keep going.
The early rising narrative perpetuates the stereotype that people of color are lazy or lack discipline. Where? How?
What about the people of color that are waking up, following these principles, making millions of dollars, and living the life they dream?
That's what I'm saying.
That's stupid.
How is this okay? Challenging the early rising ideology and its racial implications. To dismantle the white supremacist roots of the early rising narrative, it's essential to challenge the idea that waking up early is inherently virtuous and indicative of success. This involves recognizing that productivity and worth are not solely determined by when someone wakes up, but rather by a multitude of factors, including access to resources, opportunities, and systemic support. All wrong. All lies. Every multimillionaire that I listen to, now you don't have to wake up at 3 a.m.
No.
But waking up at 3 a.m. sure sets you ahead of the game to get quite a bit of stuff done compared to the average person who wakes up at 7, 8, 9, or even 10. Come on now. This is a bunch of crap. I hope people are able to really think for themselves, because this makes I guess because this is so opposite to how we live.
Yeah.
Waking up early is exactly how you get on the move.
Don't wake up early. You're perpetuating the white man. That's a stereotype.
Waking
that
up
they
early
think you're lazy.
Is exactly how you work your way to being a multimillionaire. And
How
the
about
ones that I listen to and follow, they're up early, guys. Sorry.
How about I wake up early? How about I wake up early at times to grind, so I'm not a slave to a paycheck.
My mentors get up early, and they're multimillionaires.
Keep going.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Gee whiz.
Keep
okay,
going.
educating oneself, others about. Did I read that other one? I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Educating oneself and others about the historical and social contexts that have shaped the early rising narrative can help raise awareness about its racial implications. Acknowledging the cultural diversity in sleep patterns and work schedules is another important step toward dismantling these harmful stereotypes. Work schedules for who? Working for someone else? Sleep patterns, yeah. I mean, sleep is relative, most definitely. Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
Embracing a more inclusive and equitable approach to productivity. Let's hear it, guys. Creating a more inclusive and equitable society involves redefining our understanding of productivity and success. This means recognizing that there are various ways to be productive and that the traditional 9-to-5 work schedule may not be the best fit for everyone.
That's true.
Right? I agree with that. It's crucial to prioritize work-life balance and ensure that employees have the flexibility to work in ways that best suit their needs. Keyword, employees.
I don't know what are you talking
so,
about.
yeah, this was I mean, there is no such thing as work-life balance when it comes to high productivity. It's relative to be able to have rest and get sleep. I get it. But it also depends on what your goals are. If your goal is to work a 9-to-5 job and you're set with that time and that's your schedule, or 8 to 4, 7 to 3, 11 to 7, 12 to 8, if that's it, then maybe getting up at so early is not it. If all you have is one source of income and that's working for someone else.
But the whole idea of putting slavery around productivity and success was about the dumbest thing. Somebody tried to fit that in there,
but
they felt like it fit with the times what's going on. We got to see how the white man affects us.
But what I was going to say, it makes sense, because that's what I was thinking about. I was like, okay, he must be going back. He must be going back to slavery and how the slaves had to get up super duper early and they had to work. And I can see how the slave master would say those things to drive them like a machine. But I don't think high productivity and getting up early, it stems from people think about that. Like, okay, this is a racist concept. I can't get up early because this is, please. But I can say how I can see how it may come from that ideology of, if you want to say that, if you want to say, okay, this, but no.
That's dumb.
That's false, man. I don't believe any of that.
Garbage.
Yeah, no way.
Garbage.
Just think about all of the people who are multi-millionaires and even billionaires now. How many hours do they work a week? They don't have any days. Many times they don't take time off for long periods. A lot of them go to bed, get up early. We know about that life.
He was just trying to appease the woke community in an article and draw a lot of attention, because that's what's hot in the community now about all this woke stuff.
That's nonsense. If you want to stay broke, follow the instructions in that article.
How stupid.
Broke mindset, broke bank account. That's what I'm talking about, broke. I'm just keeping it real. That's counter opposite of the mentors that I listen to.
The title really threw me. Victim.
This is
systematic barriers of racism. If you get up in the morning, stay in bed to 12:30. Shut up, fool. Get out of here. We ain't judging. No, I'm judging this one. That was stupid. That was stupid.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me.
So.
Yeah, I don't agree at all.
Well, that's the end of that one.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, many successful people get up early. What time early may fluctuate. And if they're already mega rich, maybe their schedule has changed now, because they're not like grinding and hitting the pavement hard. They have income that's working for them, and they have multiple businesses that they have connected. So it's a lot smoother now.
Yeah.
But when you in this grinding phase and you getting it, absolutely not.
Riding, I'm getting it.
You're going to get up early, and sometimes you're going to go to bed late and still have to get up early. That's just how it goes. But it won't be like that always.
All right, y'all, man.
Ain't that right?
Like, comment, subscribe. Don't take a nosedive. You see, I have to kind of keep us going on the right track. But comment down in the section below if you want some more. Yahoo Forest.
Love you guys.
We'll see you on the next one, man.
Yeah.
Bye.